Hey everybody, we decided to do a short Thanksgiving special.
We're going to talk about it now coming up on, as I'm trying to find the opening.
This lighting's horrible.
But we'll fix it. Coming up next on D&G Explorers.
D&G Explorers. Hey everybody. Whoa, the lighting is so much better now. There you go.
It's very bright. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We weren't going to do a show this week. And then we last week said, yeah, we're going to do a show. And then a few days ago, I said, no, let's not do a show. We got a lot we still have to do. And then last night, I thought, no, Greg, let's do a show. And I had to work. And I literally got in about 5 minutes from work before we went live. Talk about putting everything together. That's why it was everything together. But Greg, why don't you welcome?
Hey Chris, welcome.
Why don't you welcome in people that we have joining us?
There we go. Woohoo! So welcoming first, we got Nurse Nancy, Nautical Nurse Nancy. Welcome. We have Anthony Simone. Welcome. Self-proclaimed Captain Billy J. Self-proclaimed. Welcome. I have to give you bedtime. And then we have Zeta Code. And that's Chris from our Switch group. So welcome. Awesome. First time in here. And you keep moving it. Ronnie, what is it?
Ronnie Santana, 8890.
Welcome. Oh, he is from our Switch group as well. Welcome, Ronnie. Waypoint Explorers. Welcome. Jamie Wilhite, 6355. Welcome.
Welcome in.
Yeah. So that sound you just heard is the fresh sound of Barefoot Bubbly. Can't go wrong with that.
It says
Moscato Spumante.
Most wanted? What does that say? Oh, most awarded. Most wanted. Most awarded.
Really? Yes, most wanted. So let's just
we prefer.
Go ahead.
We prefer sweet wines more than dry and other wines. Oh, Scrappy's ready for Thanksgiving dinner.
Listen to it. Talk to us.
Ooh. I doubt they can hear that. Nancy said a little bit earlier, she said, now that I can't find it. Oh, I love your good looking thumbnail. The food also looked good. I only wish our food looked that good. Actually, I think when we're all said and done, I think we have a good little spread layout. I was going to say it's very English, but English.
Not right now. It sounds like a tornado hit.
Well, it's because the cats jumped up there. But English don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I can't really. I should say it's a traditional English meal.
It's
is
a very
table setting.
it's a very English Thanksgiving. That makes no
Yeah,
sense.
it doesn't.
Cheers, dilly dilly.
And our place setting is castles.
Look at those fresh bubbles just going up.
Dilly dilly.
Smells good.
I think Anthony is still in New York. He's been posting stuff from New York.
Ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy.
Oh, yes. Captain Billy.
Self-proclaimed Captain Billy.
On the NCL Encore for the Rock and Roll Tribute Group Cruise. That's the Helping Hands for Cruising.
That's awesome.
Yes. I got it. Let me drive.
I'm afraid of your driving right now. Oh.
Waypoint says, Happy Turkey Day Eve, everyone. Oh, Jamie Wilhite.
Atomic Freak, welcome.
Welcome. Jamie sent me the recipe on what she makes for her homemade cranberry sauce, and I'm really looking. I think I'm gonna do that for Christmas. I might test it out a little bit beforehand, but
we do love cranberry sauce. We are wearing Bill's attire just because, you think of Thanksgiving, you think of football, and we did watch the Hallmark football movie Saturday. We'll talk a little bit about that too. Derek cried his eyes out. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. No, he didn't. He did get a little weepy, but he didn't cry his eyes out.
The Bills quarterback, Jim Kelly, he's gone through a lot of health issues. And when you hear him speak now, he talks like this. I don't know if I think he's had a stroke. He's had major issues. I heard he's not doing too well now. And he was a quarterback that led the Bills to 4 straight Super Bowls. And I forgot that he was in there. So when he popped on the screen, just the way they filmed it, it was like, it was emotional for me. For cranberry sauce, I find the hand crank opener.
A homey vintage. Yes, we have. Are you talking about the one that opens like this, and you put it onto the can and you just twist it? Yes, we have one of those. It gives a homey feeling for sure. Yes.
We also want to talk about Wicked because we didn't get a chance to see Wicked. So we're going to give you all the spoilers. No, we're not.
No. We we weren't even planning on seeing it, and then I begged and pleaded with Derek. No, I didn't. I'm just like, let's go see Wicked later in the day on Sunday. So we cleaned up. We were cleaning up all day. We did yard work and all that fun stuff, and then we went and saw it in the 40X 3D theater. Excuse me. And if you haven't seen the musical, then it will be very different for you. But all in all, part 1 and 2 is a very different take on the Wizard of Oz. So you're not going to go into it thinking, "Oh, this is the Wizard of Oz." It is, but it isn't. It's a different retelling of it. Basically, it's Glinda. Or Galinda, she said in the movie for a while, talking about how she knows everything to happen, and then it goes into the first part, and then you got the second part. So,
Space Coast, Florida, Dave, welcome in. Thank you so much.
I did accidentally. Well, it wasn't accident. It was accidentally, but she said she saw the show, the musical on Broadway or whatever. And I was talking to my backup partner from work, and I said something, and she goes, "Oh, so such and such is it?" I'm like, "I thought you saw the play." And she said, "Well, I did, but it was so long ago." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry."
That was me.
She goes, "Don't you dare, don't you dare." Because I feel so bad. And she's like, "No, don't feel bad."
And I told Greg, you should feel bad.
No. But because I don't like to ruin stuff for people either, but you know what? I don't. But all in all, it was a good ending to, for part 2. It had a twist I did not even remember, and I didn't even see coming. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay.
We saw them the play, what, in 2000?
I've seen it twice, and I still don't remember the twist.
You and I, when we saw it,
Yeah,
like 2012, 2014,
something like that. It was here in
was a
Fresno.
while,
Yeah,
and I did not remember everything about it.
MC Productions. Josh, welcome.
Jamie says, "Get the cranberries now." Thank you for that hindsight, because they might not be there, the frozen ones, when we need.
Yeah, Nancy, if you haven't seen the first one, at the end it'll say "to be continued," and now the second one is out called "Wicked for Good," and they named it "Wicked for Good" because of the song, and they're called "For Good." And that one's a pretty emotional song and part of the movie. So
overall, Greg and I kept on saying we can't get the songs out of our head. And I'm horrible with the lyrics. And I was telling Greg, I can't get the song out of my head. I don't even know what the lyrics are. What was it? Happy? Something happy, you said? It was...
I don't remember now because you're not saying it. But yeah, it's not a big song, but there are some big songs that I was doing.
Remember. Yeah.
Is it a trilogy? No, it's just 2 parts. However, they are already working on a spin-off, which so Wicked was a book.
Several books, wasn't it?
And then they made it into a musical. There's also a book called Son of a Witch. Haha, plan words instead of the other word. And then there's one about the lion. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe they'll do Son of a Witch as a movie, which would be interesting. And then I don't know if they'll do the lion one or not. But yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster ride for sure, 1 and 2. And the audience was really into this one too.
If you don't like musicals, then you probably won't like it, because there's a lot of singing in this. But I thought the characters were good. I thought they did a good job on it. It's very well done. And it was fun seeing the interaction of the audience. I think we had a younger audience, because when things were happening, like the person that was sitting next to me was...
Yeah, other people were like, ooh, because things were going on. And but there was one part where the tornado, and it was in the 4DX movie theater, so you had the wind going, and then you feel water being sprayed, and it really felt like whirling winds and water hitting you. It was crazy.
I thought Greg was spitting on me for a few minutes.
What? It was a person behind you.
Waypoint Explorers says, I think they should have made it a trilogy.
I don't know if they needed to, just because they're going based off the play. So if they have their intermission, and then you got the second part. Ann Hanley's here. Welcome, Ann.
Welcome, Ann.
Thanks for joining us.
Nancy also said that had to be emotional. I know the Bills are your team, and Hallmark movies are your jam. It was a Greg and I like Hallmark movies. I was incredibly
Christmas
excited. And our buddies, Pepper Tree Villa, every week they do Hallmark reviews.
And they just ripped that movie apart.
No, are not fans of it. But I will say, if you are a fan of the Buffalo Bills, if you are a Buffalonian, I thought they did a very good job representing the city. They were saying it had nothing to do with the Bills.
It had everything to do with the Bills.
I disagree.
And Christmas.
Yes.
But I think you have to be a Bills fan to really appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like they were in Buffalo Bills headquarters and you're like in the coach's room or anything like that. But they had a bunch of future players. They had current players and former players in there. They had the head coach. It was a fun little story. And it wasn't the most intriguing story, but it was cute. I will say though, Greg, I forgot, because guess what I got, remember?
Real quick, Waypoint Explorer said, I would have loved to see everything from the house to the end as its own movie from Elphaba's perspective. But things were going on that Elphaba didn't know about. So basically, you have like the whole Wizard of Oz kind of thing going on. while everything with Glinda and Elphaba were going on at the same time, which is kind of interesting. I think like the second act of, or the third act of this second part was like really like they were trying to put as much as they could in it. They really were cramming a bunch of detail in there. So they tried to give as much time for things as they could. But go ahead.
So I like to get ornaments, which remind me of things. I mean, I think that's why we get ornaments, because we like them. But I also like stuff for memories. In the movie, Holiday Touchdown: A Bill's Love Story. The story is about a person who had been receiving not always an ornament every year. It could have been just it was a gift. It wasn't necessarily an ornament. Well, this year for the guy, he got this ornament
in the movie.
Yes, and I started looking it up. This isn't. I don't think this is a 2025 ornament, because I got it from someone who was selling it. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to get this because this is going to remind me of the Bill's Love Story. So I got it in like 3 days.
What does it say? Angel. What is that?
It's Angela.
Oh, Angela. Oh my God. Angela, check it. Welcome. I couldn't even read your name. I'm like, huh?
I know, it's different with the emails.
The light is right here.
North to Neverland, welcome. And we got Daniel Fields in there.
Daniel Luke Fields. Welcome.
He's got the power. His middle name's Luke.
Wow.
Luke.
So we are we were doing just like maybe a half-hour show tonight because we understand people are cooking up cakes and pies and getting things ready for tomorrow's big Thanksgiving Day. We basically went through Save Mart like we normally do the past I don't know how many years and bought their pre-cooked meal,
8 years probably.
Yeah, we buy their pre-cooked meals and then we just add our own stuff to it. You still have to cook it. So it's all cooked. You just have to cook it even more. Like the turkey cooked for still like about 2 hours or so. And it's all frozen. So you have to thaw the turkey still, even though it's cooked. Comes with some sides. It used to come with the green bean casserole. They got rid of it, thank goodness, because it was not the greatest. Who in here likes green bean casserole? Or do you have a really good recipe for green bean casserole that you like? Because I have never had a really good recipe for green bean casserole.
I've had someone's casserole that they made that was, they made it themselves. I was still not a fan of it.
I mean, people say up and down, oh, mine is the best or whatever.
Angela,
but yeah, I don't know who came up with it.
Bill loves green bean casserole.
Wasn't Campbell's Soup the one that came up with it years back?
Mm-hmm. We just follow the one on Campbell's website.
Love GBC, the one on the back of the fried onion can. Green bean casserole is one of my favorites. You got to make sure you use good beans. So you're probably using fresh green beans, right? Where you're like cracking them or pulling them. I'm thinking of peas probably where you crack the pod peas. Yeah, you're popping off the beans from their vines. Is it all fresh like that? You make your world famous Brussels sprouts. I have never liked Brussels sprouts until I had Derek's Brussels sprouts. I could eat those all day long. They are so good. And he just works magic with Brussels sprouts. I'm sorry. They're so good. I mean, I'm not sorry, but they are good.
We'll have that for our...
Yeah, don't use jelly beans.
So Jamie likes green beans and bacon. That sounds amazing. And
I've had that, yeah.
Nancy uses frozen beans. I don't use jelly beans.
That's what I was reading. It's called...
Snipping.
Snipping, Gregory. Okay, yes. Well, I don't know if Nancy is snipping beans all day getting it ready. So, but yeah.
I made, and I showed them on, I'm in a Polo group called The Cooking.
Well, we're in it.
Yeah.
What you cooking?
Yeah,
or what you cooking?
What you cooking?
What's cooking?
And I made these little rolls that look like turkeys. It's some of the comments were debatable if they actually look like them,
They
but
do
they
look.
were
They're
cute
cute.
little
They are
things.
cute looking
So
biscuits.
they're frozen rolls that I never even knew were a thing, and you let them thaw out up to 4 hours to double the size, and then you snip like the sides of them, and the sides that you come off form the legs at the bottom.
Yep.
You reattach them, and then you snip at the top.
Yep.
And when you bake them, they look like little turkeys. So I thought Nancy said they looked adorable. So we're gonna make we feel a little bit more practice with the time frame that we're gonna need to make those. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, you could try different seasonings. Like we did a regular, we did a butter with
they all have butter.
Okay, so they all have butter. We did one with parsley, one with garlic. I suggested doing fresh diced garlic like on the top and let it cook in. That'd be cool. Yep, what you cooking.
And we also had onions too. Onion powder.
Yep. I spent many days growing up snapping beans, LOL. Nurse Nancy calls it stripping the beans. So, yeah. But I mean, Derek will make the Brussels sprouts year round, different reasons to make them, or occasions, I should say. But yeah, I do look forward to it at Thanksgiving time. Your brother took over for your mom making the sausage meatballs.
Yeah, and also
those are good too.
I wish I would have done it, but he said he was going to do it. I said, okay, I'm not going to argue.
What?
Just one last thing. It's a broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole.
Oh, there's broccoli in it? Yeah. I thought it was just rice and cheese casserole this whole time. I don't think I ever tasted the broccoli. I don't know.
Yeah, it adds color to it.
There's broccoli in it?
Jamie says, I must be tired. I just sewed 2 quilt blocks with no bobbin thread. Yikes.
So
Marchu,
2 quilt blocks with no bobbin thread. Oh my. Hey, Marchu, welcome.
So North Neverland, love Brussels sprouts. With my mom being British, that was one thing we had every Thanksgiving, Christmas. We always had Brussels sprouts, and I don't like the way my mom does it because she
said they like Brussels sprouts.
North Neverland, and it's because she just steamed them, and it just was not my favorite. And then I decided to come up with my own way of doing it, and it's a pretty simple recipe.
So they said you have to you have to share the recipe to convert Mike to like it. Why are some in blue? Well, some are in blue and some are in white.
Well, that's
like
because
Billy James is in white.
That's because these are with the wrench means they're moderators.
Oh, okay. Means they're what?
Moderators.
Okay. You know what? I was knocked out today, not literally. I watched a show. Well, that's a funny story, kind of. I was watching a show and I fell asleep afterwards. So then I told a friend from our Switch family that those of you that don't know what I'm talking about the Switch 2 Nintendo console. I said I was knocked out, and they were like, "Huh? How?" And I said, "Not literally." I said I fell asleep really fast. So I said I don't mean literally. I said sorry. So yeah, I was knocked out after the show. I conked out.
Billy, you are so right. Knocked out is better than being knocked up. So true.
Wow.
What else are we doing? I got to bake a couple of pies today. I think I'm going to do the berry pie.
Thank you, Nancy.
It's the Marie Callender's frozen. It's not a Marionberry. It's another.
You're thinking of the ice cream.
I am. It's another berry one.
Is it razzleberry?
I think it's razzleberry. I think so.
Is that a real berry?
Yeah.
Huh.
I
know there's a candy razzleberry. I think that was
it's not the one in Willy Wonka.
No.
Razzleberry.
You like blackberry. I like blackberry,
I love blackberry too. You can't find that many blackberry pies out there.
Yeah. So my favorite pie, I think, is the apple. They call it apple Dutch crisp or something like that. Apple pie, Dutch apple crisp pie, I think. That one's really good for Marie Callender's. Pumpkin pie is good, but I do like my apple pie.
I'm not always a fan of
with
pumpkin pie.
with some whipped cream on the top.
I like mine with heavy whipping cream. I like that thicker stuff.
But it's just, you just pour it, it's just runny.
Oh, I love it.
I like the whipped cream, like the one from the tub. You just get a spoon and plop.
No,
there you go.
Good with when it, especially when the pie is hot and you have the heavy whipping cream on it.
Oh,
it mixed in with the berries and the juice of it.
Yeah, I remember you like hot pie. I like apple pie. Apple pie would be okay hot. Pumpkin pie, not so much. But apple pie, I do like cold or hot. Probably more cold, with the whipped cream on the top. So what do you guys prefer? How do you like your pies?
Billy likes hot pie and Cool Whip.
Yeah, like if it's an apple crisp, which is not a pie, you can just make it in a sheet pan. That's really good with whipped cream. Just hot, like a hot apple streusel type of a crunch thing. Do you like a streusel topping?
I think I prefer the streusel. The thing I don't like on a lot of pies is when the crust is burnt. I mean, I'll put tinfoil around ours,
on the pumpkin pie.
On any pie.
You like burnt crust?
No, I don't like that.
Oh,
that's why I don't usually like a full one, because sometimes I'll have it like if someone made it and it's overdone, and I don't like that. Well, it might not even be burnt. It's just like well done. I don't like that. I like a softer crust, so I'll usually put tinfoil around it to prevent it from us.
Billy J, do I even want to know what pie you don't like? Well, all but one pie. Do I dare ask what pie you don't like?
I don't think you want to.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's
like
probably not an actual pie at all. I don't know. It sounds like
pie and Cool Whip. Angela says that. But other than that, Greg, I think what we got. Tonight. Tonight
we're watching
Stranger
Things. The final season starts. The first 4 episodes,
and it started at
5 o'clock
our time. 5 o'clock.
Yep. The next 3 episodes, are on Christmas. The last and final episode ever is on New Year's Eve. It may possibly be in the theater, which would be awesome to see, but that means we got to go to the theater on New Year's Eve. Could you imagine how crazy that would be? But what an experience. Danny wanted a pumpkin pie, so we got one tonight, and we leave tomorrow for Orlando. He better eat it all. Wow.
Yeah, have fun. Are you going to the theme parks? That would be a fun time to go there. Captain Billy won season tickets for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's right. Yeah, that's awesome. You're always winning stuff.
That's awesome.
But you do. Yeah, it is.
And when he doesn't, it's a what is
but
it called?
You have to
you
have to enter to win, of course. Wait, go back up, please. I was reading it.
Ryan Donahue,
welcome. Right there. You should get the pie pan protectors that go right on the edges, not as fussy as using foil.
I'm gonna. I was watching the same guy. He's called the Barefoot Neighbor.
He has some good recipes.
I did a couple. No, I didn't do the other one from the one with the
chicken pot pie type thing. Yeah. That we got to revamp that, but we're gonna do that again. That was so good.
He showed me, not just me. He folded the tinfoil
just in
like the rectangle. He folded it in quarters, and he snipped a circle. And when he opened it up, it fit the pie opening.
So I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so that would be. I'm going to try that as it, but I'll have to look for that, Nancy. That's very interesting. Has anyone seen the shorts of that guy making pies with juice? I also seen a lady make macaroni
pie with juice.
That's interesting. I was like, what in the world? There's a lot of interesting things out there. The thing that gets me, there's another guy. He's a redhead. I can't think of.
This you must know, or the whole story will fall apart.
People might know him, but he's funny, but he's 40. He always starts by saying, "You need to tell me that I was 40 something before I found out how to make this." and then he'll go.
Why are you making him sound like an old country person?
He's a Southern boy,
but he's not an old man.
I
know who you're talking
he'll
about.
go like
he goes, or
it's
like
yeah,
like that. Yeah,
he does that.
I'm all.
He tried a few recipes, and it's funny because he'll try it and he'll taste it, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, and that's the one where we got the
It's like, okay, a little overreaction there, but he's doing it for his.
We did the two
videos.
We did the two thing with pumpkin and what was it? What did I put in there? Pumpkin and
cookie.
How
was that? Pumpkin and chocolate chip cookie mix, but
that was a disaster.
Well, we have to do it where you use half a can of pumpkin. I think it needed.
I think we can doctor it up and figure out.
Tiffany
Peacock,
good girl.
Peacock.
Wow.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome.
Yes. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to.
Oh, you didn't show that.
Oh yeah. I now have
selected
3.
Well, not that little, but yeah.
I now have 3. They're about 3 feet tall.
You got 3 of them now?
3 trees, and they're metal. And they have little hooks. So you got 3 rows. And I have the little Starbucks ornaments, and I got this one today, which is different than the other ones. The other ones look like. Oh, actually, I got one over here. Where are we? Here's one from Tennessee. And what I'll do is just hang them on there. So I have ones from the Disney parks. I have them from the cities. I'm starting to collect those. But I thought this was like $12.95. I mean, it had to be Starbucks, but I thought it was cool. And it looks like there's chocolate in there, like a mocha or something in there. But
it looks like there's chocolate in there.
Look.
Oh, like they make those little heart
with the little whipped cream
on
there. But something that we collect, and I have 3 trees. I have a feeling I'm very close to needing a 4th tree, which I have no idea where I'm going to put it. Might have to start putting them up there. A couple on there.
Probably better to do it anyway, so the kitties don't knock them down.
Possibly, yep. FYI, you can get them on the Symphony too. Symphony of the Seas, awesome. I know. Did you say Carnival? At Java Blue, Carnival has their own ones that are like those ones here. They're not made by Starbucks because they have Java Blue. But every time I go places, I look for stuff like that. So I think we have them from all of the Carnival ships we've been on. The Radiance, the Firenze, the Celebration, Legend. Are those the 4 Carnival ships we've been on? Are we missing one?
No.
Radiance, Celebration. Yeah, I think that's
soon to be another one at some point.
Yeah, well, we have the Horizon is booked on the No Gimmick Cruise 2/27/27. So yeah. There is a Starbucks on Encore. They don't Billy, they now have ship specific ones on Norwegian, but they're not the little ones. They have the big Discovery ones. I think they call them the Discovery mugs. They have the bigger ones. When we were on the Encore, they didn't have them yet. And then after we went on the cruise, I hear they have them on all the ships for like their own specific ones. The Bliss has them, and because I think when we set out of Seattle and they only had Seattle ones, and I was like, I don't want a Seattle one. But yeah, there you go.
Starbucks on Norwegian Encore.
Yep, you're gonna love that ship, Billy. Have you been on a Breakaway Plus class ship? That is my favorite class of ship. I love a few areas on that one. I love the observation lounge. I love how the buffet, which because observation lounge is deck 15, the buffet is deck 16. I love their buffet; it's massive. We love the district Waterfront, which is on deck 8. I don't know if you like beer. There's a drink which is specifically on that class of ship. It's called a pumpkin spice Guinness, and you can get it at the District Brew House. Greg doesn't like it. To me, it tastes like
I don't like
it. It tastes like a cold brew coffee, like a pumpkin cold brew. So Billy, you have to try that and let me know what you think of it. But it's called a pumpkin spice Guinness, and it is at the District Brew House on deck 8.
Waypoint said, which reminds me, I'll send you that mug soon. What mug?
No, Angela said that. You said Waypoint.
Oh my God, I can't read. Oh, Angela, thank you. Oh my
Angela.
God. I don't know why.
I just realized you picked her up.
Wow. This whole time?
How long have you been holding her?
A while.
Aw.
She likes her loves and warmth.
She's an old gal. She was born in 2008, wasn't she? Or 2009?
2008.
Like, yeah. So she's getting up there, 17 years old.
But she's still a good girl.
She's a very good girl. She's
a
a matriarch of the household, and all the other male cats respect her and stay away from her. She'll give him a what to. What for?
Oh,
a what to?
Went from a 2 to a 4, but that's not even the number. It's FOI.
Right. But Greg, I think that's about it. I want to say as we get ready to wrap things up, because we didn't intend to be on this long. We're just very thankful for the blessings of
everything.
House. Yes.
House, friends,
friendship,
family, love.
The cruising
all
community.
All of you here.
Yes. Thank you for the friends we have met through. I mean, you can go down the list. We've met so many awesome people, and it's hard when you do group cruises not to be able to spend more time with people, but just value the time that we have with them. And yeah, it's been crazy last few years for us, but we're very much appreciative of the community and all you guys. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, Greg. From your heart, or you don't really care?
Wow. I thought you could say our hearts, but yes. Thank you very much for everybody, your support, your friendship, your love, and this awesome community where we've, built lasting friendships and relationships with. So thank you so much.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, we met Ann Hanley in Buffalo because of cruising, and that was amazing.
That was awesome.
We went when we went to Miami. We met Mercy Rodriguez and Lorenzo. They took us to Little Cabana, or no, not Little Cabana, Little Havana. Little Havana.
Yeah,
okay. The list goes on, hanging out. I mean, we've been on cruises. Angela, just meeting her, and we did a back-to-back with her on, was it side by side, on the Bliss and the Radiance. I could go down the list with everyone here, having a chance to meet you guys. So thank you so much. We wish you the best for tomorrow, Thanksgiving.
A very blessed, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Have a beautiful, blessed, happy Thanksgiving.
Mary Ellen Dillon, thank you.
Welcome.
She was packing the other day. So Mary, are you on a cruise? Love the Wednesday evening chats. Thank you so much. Very appreciate it. If
you're on a cruise, I hope they do something special for your Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yeah, they do? I'm pretty sure they do, but I don't know if it depends on the cruise line to the extent of what they do. I heard on Carnival they have live turkeys that you have to chase around the different decks.
Oh yes, they're gonna have live food on the
and then the winner basically that he gets to have that turkey. They serve it later in a few hours. They have to prepare it and cook it. But that's what the whole gobble is. It's a turkey run, and you have to run after turkeys on the ship.
I don't believe you for a second. That's as bad as your Wickham.
Yeah, but you believe that one. You didn't believe
that was more. That was more real sounding or convincing. And then I'm just like, oh my gosh, really?
But thanks again, everyone.
Everybody have a beautiful, happy Thanksgiving.
Mary Ellen leaves on Saturday for a celebration, boarding on Sunday. How exciting. That was a beautiful ship. We like the celebration, Carnival celebration. Maybe we'll be on one of the bigger ships again soon. We don't have any, the Vista on the horizon is our biggest ship that we have next. Gobble till you wobble. That's right.
Gobble, gobble till you wobble.
And Billy, one last suggestion. If you have a chance, I don't know if you already have your dining plans. Our favorite restaurant has been the teppanyaki. Oh my gosh, the teppanyaki, it was amazing. So it is a little bit more to buy that, but if you have a chance, it is a specialty restaurant. The teppanyaki has been our favorite, hands down. On I think it's my favorite restaurant on any cruise that we've been on, but food is subjective, so don't.
You're stuck.
You're right. You need
There you
help?
go. Got it.
All right.
Good girl.
All right. Thanks for the time, Tip. You're welcome. Enjoy your cruise, guys. With that, I'm Derek.
And I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay, because I'm a little explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
We are just getting started. Have a nice Thanksgiving, everybody. Go, 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 go.
Everyone, thank you so much. Be safe.